right, so the Raiders defeated the Patriots in probably the craziest ending to an NFL game I've ever seen. We all know what happened. I mean, I'll just walk you through it. The time is about to expire, tied game at 24-24. Everyone's thinking, okay, this game's going to overtime, and Jacoby Myers, gets the ball. It's sort of a little lateral thing going on with the Patriots, and all of a sudden he throws it, at least he tries to throw it, all the way back to Mac Jones, and standing right there is Chandler Jones, who intercepts it and takes it all the way for a touchdown, stiff-arming Mac Jones in the process, and the Raiders get a walk-off victory, 30-24, and are still alive in the playoff race. I mean, it's not that crazy. The Raiders could actually still make the playoffs. A lot of things need to go their way, and they would need to win every single game, but they're somehow pulling off, victories to a certain extent. So yeah, that was a crazy finish, and it wouldn't have been possible without Derek Carr at the end of the game. Honestly, you can say what you want to say about the call with Keelan Cole in the corner of the end zone there, but I think it was definitely a touchdown after seeing multiple angles. Keelan Cole, his heroics, his great catch as well, was a big reason for the Raiders' victory. That touchdown tying up the game, and then, of course, leading to the utter blunder by the Patriots at the end there, was the reason the Raiders won. So, yeah, good. I mean, the Raiders did blow a lead. They led, very, very well. At halftime, it was 17-3, and then, all of a sudden, third quarter, it's 10 straight points for New England, and New England has a pretty decent fourth quarter, getting a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and the Raiders' defense looked like it was falling apart. But yeah, I mean, starting out the game, Raiders get a field goal, only score it in the first quarter. Nick Folk got a 24-yard field goal in the second quarter, tying up the game. Darren Waller back off IR, so is Hunter Renfrow, and each made impacts. Darren Waller got a 25-yard touchdown pass from Derek Carr. He was wide open, 10-3. Mac Hollins then got a 5-yard touchdown pass from Derek Carr, made it 17-3. But after that, that's kind of where the downfall went in the second half. Derek Carr throws a pick six, and yeah, that was definitely on him. It's really dumb play. It was a screen pass attempt, and it was read like a book. Bad call by Josh McDaniels to run that. I mean, I don't know. I think Derek Carr thought he could beat Duggar to the receiver, but he didn't, and it was a 16-yard pick six. Then New England gets the field goal, makes it 17-13. They get another field goal at 17-16. Then Ramondre Stevenson gets a 34-yard run and a 2-point conversion as well, so they go up by 7. And then Keelan Cole, I mean, that was a great touchdown. That was the best throw Derek Carr had in the game. There was controversy, is it the right call? But after angles came out, he did in fact get both feet down. Chandler Jones, yeah, that return, 48 yards, wins the game for the Raiders. I mean, you can't blame Jacoby Myers solely for the loss, but I mean, that is definitely a big red flag for the Patriots. I mean, they're a team that's also trying to get playoff contention. This is a must-win for the Raiders, too. I mean, Patriots are right ahead of us in the standings. And so, yeah, definitely a crazy finish. I mean, I was absolutely hysterical just seeing that ending in that way. For the Raiders, too, the run game wasn't as big. Josh Jacobs did have 93 yards. The leading receiver was Keelan Cole with 50 yards, and he did have a touchdown. Devontae Adams really didn't have that big of a game. He had 28 yards, so hopefully in the next one we can really try to utilize him more. But yeah, the Raiders also didn't have a single sack in this game, so that was interesting too. Their defensive line really couldn't get there, and the Patriots' offensive line, I guess, was doing pretty good. And so, yeah, Daniel Carlson, as always, pretty solid. So it was good to see the Raiders get this victory. On to the next one. It's definitely not going to be an easy ride if we're going to try to make it to the playoffs. We're going to have the Pittsburgh Steelers on Christmas Eve. And, I mean, I think we can win that. But the two games following that are very tough opponents, the 49ers and the Chiefs. So we'll see what happens. Until then, let me know your guys' thoughts. I'll see you guys later. And, yeah, go Raiders.